Today I fucked up, underestimated my brother's common sense, nearly lost him and became an only child. My brother is only 6 years old and has autism. He hasn't learned to speak yet and what he knows is very limited. He likes to climb on anything and everything, especially windows. He likes to stand right next to one and press his body against the window. Mind you, we live on the 12th floor of an apartment complex. I think he just likes the view, that's why he does that. I didn't usually mind him standing next to the windows. I assumed the glass is strong enough and he'd have enough common sense to stay away from open windows, but he proved me wrong. I was sitting down on the table watching YouTube. I glanced up and saw my brother pressed against the window behind the curtains, and so I didn't pay much attention. My mother came out of the bedroom, looked at my brother at the window, and suddenly ran towards him, pushing the heavy glass door that separated the room open, and said in a panicked voice to me, "He's on the outside of the window." I looked up and realized I was wrong earlier. What I thought was him behind the curtains pressed against the glass, was actually him, on the outside of the window, standing on a thin platform, inches away from falling. He had gotten outside by crawling through a huge open window. I dropped what I was doing and watched my mother call him to get closer, and as soon as he was in range, pulled him back inside the house and shut the window. Worst thing is, my brother didn't even care. He brushed off what he did, picked up his phone and started watching YouTube. I say it's a today I fucked up because if my mom hadn't come out of her bedroom, I may not have even seen my brother if he fell. What I find even weirder is that when I couldn't find him yesterday, my mom told me to search around the house again, and where would he even go? He's in the house, and I responded with I don't know, fell out a window? Never jinxing that again. Too long didn't read. I misjudged my brother's common sense, and nearly lost him when he stood on the outside part of a window on the 12th floor, without me noticing. Edit, I don't know if I can post pictures or not, so here's a link to another post, the window he was standing on. Another edit, I know that I made an error in the title, I don't think I can edit that. I'm sorry about it. Edit 3, yes. I understand I used the wrong estimate in the title, and my own common sense is just as flawed, lol. Thank all of you kind people, I've learned a lot. And I'd like to add a few details. The window doesn't have a screen because the house we live in didn't always belong to us. It used to be our grandparents' house. They aren't dead, and so they never found it necessary to add a screen because they don't live with children. We haven't lived here for even a year, so the house isn't quite baby-proof yet. P.S. I didn't know house meant a specific type of home. I thought it just meant a person's home. Oh, and Dad's gonna install a screen and lock to the window. The keys are gonna be with him only. Hey op. Having an autistic sibling can be hard and bring unpredictability into your life. My brother, when he was just a little older than yours, decides to search my mother's purse and found a lighter. The whole family was sick, so we all slept in our mum's bed. He got up earlier, found the lighter and set fire to the bed, my sister, mother and I sleeping. I remember waking up and just seeing orange. My mum woke up and folded the blankets on top of each other repeatedly, killing the flames. Was pretty scary. He seems to have forgotten about that now. He doesn't speak though. He can't make words or understand the concept of danger. Smile. Please know that windows are definitely not strong enough to lean on. It happens way more often than you'd think that kids fall through them. That's a scary story and I'm really glad it had a good outcome, but please please please, don't let him lean on the windows anymore. We won't. Glad this had a happy ending. Yes, I'm so happy my brother didn't fall and my mom acted well fast. You actually overestimated his common sense. Okay, you're right, whoops. Perhaps, just maybe, get some type of window bars, gate, etc. that can be installed to keep your sibling back away from the windows? 100% my twins are only 4 and I have had the house locked down of anything they can kill themselves on since they were 10 months old. Children are just tiny suicide machines. Don't expect anything from them. Today I fucked up by eating an edible and winding up in a turtle hospital. So, my night last night did not exactly go as planned. This is long, but so was my random journey last night. Here we go. My friend K, 20s, and I, 30s, were supposed to hang out after she got off work. Just take her husky to a small hiking trail, grab some food and chill. She texts me about an hour before she was going to head over to let me know she couldn't make it because she got a turtle call. K is in vet school and works in a turtle hospital that takes in injured wild turtles. I said okay, no problem, we can hang out later. Now, this is where the FU starts. I figured since we weren't going hiking or probably doing anything that I would indulge in an edible, mow the lawn and settle into some gaming for the night. I had a small chunk left of some silly Wonka, and if anyone is not familiar with that, it's like Russian roulette of THC content. Some bites are mild, others are like, dear God, you are floating in space. So, I pop the last bite in my mouth, put some headphones in to listen to music and go start mowing. I get about halfway through the yard and it hits plenty strong for a really good high, but not danger level / seeing God. So we are good. Let me tell you, the rest of the lawn mowing was pretty awesome. I think at one point I was half dancing to the tunes while mowing. This was also the time that Kay texted me again. Turns out the turtle wasn't being brought in, so she was free and her and Doggo were headed over for us to go hike. I thought, okay, I'm fucked up, but like, I can handle a mild hike, so let's do it. I texted back here. But just FYI, I ate an edible, so you have to drive and be the responsible adult. We get to the trail and so far so good. I am baked AF, and the forest seems so magical. At one point I was rambling on about living in the little ferns because they looked so beau. Today I fucked up. Today I fucked up Fern Gully. I hate myself for accidentally making that joke in the moment too. Alright, so hike goes well, and it's time for food. Since we have Doggo, I suggest a place we love with outdoor patio and it's nearby. We get there and deal all it is packed. I don't actually know why or how there were that many people there, as even without COVID restrictions it was overloaded. Anyway, hi me was like, oh let me go ask how long the wait is. So I get out, go check with the hostess, and surprise, the wait is like 90 minutes, so I was like, you know. Alright, back to the Cartery group. I get in and Keg goes, so how do you feel about detours? Now, I barely registered what she said, because the second wave of this edible is currently washing over me. So I am like, yay man, detours are cool. Defuke, who says that? Hi me, that's who. K, okay great, because that turtle is coming in after all, so we gotta go get it, check it in, and then we can go eat. So now we are on our way to the turtle hospital to pick up this little guy / girl that was hit by a car. We were about 20 minutes away and so was the lady dropping off Turtle Bro. When we get there, we see a family in their car staring at us and I think yay that's prob them. But first we gotta go inside and get paperwork and such. So we head in, Doggo in tow, and get situated in the turtle lab. BTW, I am not a vet or vet student, so not only have I never been to this turtle lab, I am not 100% sure I was supposed to be. But at this point, I am still high AF and just down to go see some recovering turtles. Kay starts showing me some jumbo snappers that are on the mend, all while she is waiting for the lady with Turtle Bro to call and let her know she is there. At one point I asked if the lady in the parking lot was her, but she said she was supposed to call. 30 minutes go by. Finally Kay calls the lady and yay, she's been sitting outside this whole time. Velp. So, Kay heads out to grab Turtle Bro, while I'm just waiting with Doggo in the turtle lab. She walks with a large heavy looking bag, sets it on the bench and reaches in to pull him out Turtle Bro and assess damage. Now, Kay has told me that the injuries they see range on a scale of like 1 to 10. 1 being stunned and not really injured, 10 being nothing we can do. As soon as she pulled Turtle Bro out of the bag it was pretty clear it was a 9.5 on the scale. Frown. I don't want to go into too many details, but my heart broke for this little bro. She was honest and said there was probably not much anyone could do, but that she'd make Turtle Bro comfy for the night with pain meds and such for potential surgery in the morning. Turtle Bro was in too rough of shape even for sedation at that point. Kay starts to work on trying to put the large pieces of broken shell somewhat back together, which is where shit got real for me real fast. Kay, Hey, I hate to ask, but can you help me for a second? Okay, so, I'm not a vet, but I am a molecular biologist, so I am no stranger to lab work, aseptic technique or animal work. I even worked in an animal hospital for a while as an undergrad. So, even though I was still high AF, I jumped up, grabbed some gloves and dove in, cause let's face it, Turtle Bro needed my help. The entire back half of Turtle Bro was broken into pieces, all the tissue etc. exposed, so we had to do what we could to help. So there I am, probably just coming down from peak edible high, gloves on, holding giant pieces of shell together to cover Turtle Brother's internal organs while K-Temp patched them together. We got Turtle Bro cleaned up and patched up as best we could, set up in a warm box with heating pad and then headed out with Doggo for dinner. I am still waiting for an update, although I understand it doesn't look good. So yay, that was how my plans last night went, from hike plus dinner to emergency turtle rescue. Update: it breaks my heart to report that Turtle Bro did not make it. Sad face. Turtle Bro at least had pain meds and a warm bed last night. Surgery proved too much given the condition. I'll never forget you, Turtle Bro. 2 hearts. Sorry I couldn't be more help. Too long didn't read, ate a strong edible then ended up reconstructing a turtle shell on a living turtle. What is it with people dropping edibles and then mowing the lawn? I swear this is like the 3rd time I've seen something about that this week. Hell of a trip though. I was just about to make this comment lol. Maybe 20 minutes ago I read the one about the guy who spent 3.5 hours mowing only to realize he didn't have the blades on for most of it. Sorry the turtle didn't make it, but this is a great story. I'm a wildlife rehab volunteer, and I've been there to help staff at the end of the night with a HBC skunk I brought in. Wasn't high at the time though. She didn't make it either, but it was worth a shot. Smiling face with hearts. That was quite an adventure. Please do update us on the turtle. That's totally not a fuck up. That's a journey for the ages. Like telling grandkids type of journey. That's a wild ride from start to finish. I woke up this morning like, holy shit, that actually happened. Today I fucked up by checking a mousetrap immediately after hearing it snap. Alright, short story. We've had a mouse problem and I have several mousetraps put out. I've always been told that snap traps, the quintessential mousetrap that snaps a bar down on a mouse, is the most humane way to quickly dispatch a pesky mouse. This is not true. I was standing in the bathroom in my robe, brushing my teeth, when suddenly, snap. Got one. My wife and I said in harmony. I went to check on my trophy kill only to find a mouse, half alive, staring and panting at me. He looked so scared and immediately my heart sank and I wanted to cry. I immediately felt guilty and wished I could unsnap the trap. I am a firefighter and a paramedic and have seen countless horrible things. I have caught mice in snap traps before, but seeing this poor bugger suffering made me sick. I thought of the best way to finish the job. And first I thought about blasting it with a shotgun, but I didn't know the best way to do that at night. I eventually settled on beating it to death with a transfer shovel in my driveway while in my robe and underwear while apologizing profusely. Now I am sad. TL, Doctor, I gave a rodent a Viking's death. Edit 1. For those concerned for my thought process, no, I was not going to pop the mouse with a gun inside my house. That would be crazy. Instead I was working out a way to stuff it down the barrel partially and send it to the fucking stars outside. In hindsight, a shovel was a decent idea. Also, thanks for the awards. They will forever be in Mr. Mouse's memory. And for anyone recommending glue traps, no. Edit B, I typically use live traps and have moderate to decent success with them. We needed to bolster our traps because our kitchen is where they congregate and god damn it, I just want to cook some eggs. Edit 3, a lot of people are recommending that I get a cat. As much as I love cats, I am allergic and not about to take on a huge responsibility just to solve a mouse problem. Also, I really want to emphasize that we use live traps. We had several out for roughly a week but the mice have learned how to get out. I do not like killing things but I did not want to have this poor thing suffering.